The PSEI started strong this year. Grabe. 1 week pa lang, 4.88% na kaagad. Ang tanong, bakit? Akala ko ba bearish? Ganun talaga. Tulad nga ng sinasabi ko lagi, mga ganyang stock market, di mo malayan, magrarally na lang maya-maya, no? Bash ka ng bash dyan, di mo na mamalayan, no? Start na pala ng, kanyang bull run. So, mamaya, pag-usapan natin etong strength ng PSEI. But first, ito yung performance ng iba't ibang indices this year. And the winner for the first week of 2026 is PSEI. Grabe, dominating. Napakalupit, no? So, US market, around 1% lang. Southeast Asia, 1.5%. Emerging, tinatalo nyo, no? Almost 4%, malakas pa rin. International, 2.4%. Total world, 1.8%. And maski yung aking personal dividend retirement portfolio, tinatalo niya. Grabe. Walang tanong is kung magko-continue ba yung momentum na yan throughout the year. Diba? Kasi minsan ganyan yung PSEI eh. Minsan maganda yung January niya. After ng January, eto, hindi, no? Kahit yung January niya last year. Eto, So, minsan maganda yung January niya. And then, minsan pangit. Ito, maganda rin. And then, pero hindi niya na-maintain yung momentum. So, we'll see. So, bakit daw malakas ang PSEI? Well, eto yan. We've got another reaction video. So, magre-react ako sa sagot ng Google AI. Ayan, So, tinanong ko siya, bakit malakas ang PSE this year? Or bakit may malakas siyang strong start? Okay? So sabi niya, driven by combination of domestic economic improvement, parang wala naman. Attractive valuation, yes, agree ako dyan. And shift in investor sentiment, meron na bang nangyayaring shifting in investor sentiment? Medyo doubtful pa rin ako dyan. So the first one daw is recovery in manufacturing. Wala to, no? Hindi akong pinapansin yan. Minsan tumatalon, minsan bumabagsak. And second is hindi naman magaling na or hindi naman malakas na industry ang manufacturing ng Pilipinas. Pero an expansion is expansion. Pwede na siguro. Okay. Renewed confidence in industries, industrial health, overall economic growth for the coming year. We'll see kasi like I said, minsan umaangat, minsan bumabagsak din. Manageable inflation and easing interest rate na nangyari. Diba, last year, I think below or around the target yung yung inflation last year. Therefore, malaki yung chance magkakat ulit sila ng interest rate. So, 4.75, another 25. So, uy! Diba? So, 4.5. And daming stocks ngayon, trade 5% plus, diba? What if tuloy-tuloy ito na, laging tig to 25 ng tig to 25 hanggang sa mapush siya into 4% eventually. Aba, diba, it's a big mistake na yun pag hindi mo mabilin yung mga nasa stock market na tatas ng yield. So, because of that, mas attractive daw yung property sector, yes, pero banking, parang nag-slow down nga sila eh. So, property, agree ako dyan, no? We could see some property stocks this year na baka potentially mag-rally. Sana nakita ko RLC eh, no? Rally to ngayon eh. Ayun, no? Ay, hindi, no? Nag-retreat. Pero, parang yan eh. Ang buwebelo na yan eh. How about Mega World? So, Mega World, ganun pa rin. So, yung favorite ng madaming retail investor, Ayala Land. So, Ayala, wala. Feeling ko talaga mangangalahati ito eh. Mangangalahati siya ng 2026. And you have the banking sector daw. Maganda raw ba? BDO, Pinitek. So, pwede na, no? Pinipitik ngayon yung mga bangko. BPI next. So, BPI, Pinitik din. And Metrobank, Pinitek. And I think ang pinipitik ngayon si China Bank, no? Yung nasa main, okay? So, meron daw tayong attractive market valuation. Takal ng takal ng ganyan ng PSCI eh. One of the cheapest markets in Southeast Asia. So, 9 to 10 times na forward earnings. So, a lot of the companies right now are undervalued. Which, agree ako dyan, no? And actually, hindi lang sa PSCI. Mas madami sa mid-cap, small cap. So, this has prompted bargain hunting. Both institutional and retail investors looking for long-term value. Ang tanong, ma-unlock na ba yung long-term value na yan? Tagal nang hinasabi ng mga index investor Government and institutional reform, parang meron ba? PSE Bonzon, efforts of accountability provision, ewan ko, no? Market participants are viewing these institutional improvements as much awaited turnaround. So as a retail investor, di ba? Mas maganda pa, ikaw na lang yung promotekta sa sarili mo, no? Kalaging umasa sa mga regulator, blah blah blah. Do your own research, do your own due diligence, and invest for long term. Don't participate on mga speculative na mga stock, mga hinahype-hype dyan para later on hindi ka mamroblema, okay? Then you have sector specific performance daw, mining and oil. So mining, yes, kasi I think strong pa rin ng gold this year. Ayan, so nag-flirt pa rin at all-time high ang gold. So aside from gold, ayan, nickel, medyo pinipitik din. Okay, kaya yung mga gold stocks ngayon and nickel stocks, sila yung gumagawa ng outperformance. Pero yung oil, wala namang yun. Dahil sa ginawa na naman ni Donald Trump. Venezuela, ganun ba yan? Wala, epekto yun. Hindi naman attractive yung oil industry ng Pilipinas kasi marami tayong dinidig na no? Madaming oil. Saan yung Petron? Picor pala yun, no? Picor. So, ganito lang yung meron tayo, no? Yung sa mga downstream. Taga-benta ng langis. Wala, no? Then you have consumer and dividends, high dividend paying stocks and consumer, heavy cyclicals. So Jollibee, nagkaroon siya ng news na spin-off niya daw yung kanyang international. So basically, mga pinag-acquire niya na hindi nag-materialize, spin-off na niya, di ba? Sinasabi ko di ba, ang dami ng capital destruction ginawa na itong business na to. Sa halip na mag-focus siya sa kanyang core brand sana. Na Jollibee, improve niya yung kanyang mga services. Kung ano-anong klase ng pinag-acquire niya na hindi nag-materialize, all of those are capital destruction. So kapag spin-off mo yung mga sakit sa ulo na yon, then potentially baka mas gumanda yung long-term value ng Jollibee. Then you have SM Invest. Wala, SM Investment. Feeling ko talaga makangalahati pa to Ayun, hindi nga makakatakot wala, feeling ko makangalahati pa So, pinapavoran daw ngayon yung mga consumer and dividend stocks, di ba? Na defensive plays against global volatility na matagal nang malakas ang consumer and dividend stocks, no? At least for the past 5 to 6 years, no? Sila yung nagdo-dominate. Maganda talaga sila, especially on a flat market. Anyways, if you want more exclusive investing related contents in the Philippine stock market, check the pinned comment.